Good evening and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody tonight? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all set for a weekend. Maybe doing some painting or playing some tabletop games. So maybe tonight's show will get you in the mood, get you started. Good evening, Roger. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope your day is going well. So, well, what are we going to play tonight? We're going to be having a game of Gladiatores, Blood for Roses from Bad Cat Games. That is the game for this evening. Been looking forward to playing this game for quite a while. I saw it, I think it may have been 2 years ago at the UK Games Expo, and they were demonstrating it on a stand there, and straight away, gladiators fighting, ancient Rome, the colosseum. What more could you possibly want from a tabletop game? So I'm delighted to be able to show with you guys this evening. I guess I'm just waiting for Sarah to join us. So once she is here, then we'll start explaining the rules, and we'll play and learn as we go along, or we'll learn and play, because this game is lots of little parts, but it's so well laid out as far as learning how to play. It's really, really good, and I particularly like the manual. The manual is very, very easy for you to learn as a brand new player, and it just guides you through effortlessly, which is great. That's what games should be doing. Of course, this evening we will announce the winner of last week's giveaway, which was a copy of Sandwich Masters from Big Punch Studios, and also the complete series of Afterlife Inc., a graphic novel series, which looks a lot of fun. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Yes. Certainly, obviously, all the gladiators look amazing. Some really, really cool characters, and I believe that they are based, on what we've been able to ascertain from sort of, ancient. Because I actually went to, where did I go now? Oh, Ephesus. Is it Ephesus? Hopefully, I'm saying that right. In Turkey. And there was a sort of a chiseling design on a wall, and we were actually told that this was, in essence, a poster for a gladiator fight. And so we had the gladiators who were competing, their names chiseled into this stone, which I thought, that's going to take a bit to try and remove that poster once the fight's over. What happens if one of the gladiators dies? Do you have to sort of chisel it away and then put in somebody else's name? Sarah's not won yet. She needs 5 minutes. I've got to entertain you guys for 5 minutes. I can do a song. I can do a dance. Shall we take a look at the table? Let's go and have a look, because we can talk about the different gladiators, because that's gonna be quite cool. So let's go to the table. Okay, so we have everything set out. We're playing this 2-player, but I have the feeling already this game is going to absolutely shine at higher numbers. I think 3, 4, and it goes up to 5 are probably going to be the best. Just because of how some of the mechanics work, and you want to have that I always call it the sort of the piggy in the middle situation, where you can have two people competing and one person caught in the middle. So let's take a look at these gladiators, and let me completely mess their names up, which of course is, part of the fun, isn't it? So this one actually should be relatively easy. This is Lucius Felix, who is going to be fighting with a sword and shield. His special ability is a backstab. So he looks quite cool. Are you ready? That was a quick 5 minutes. Let's bring you on in. Your computer wasn't loading. Oh no. But you're all good to go. All right, let's unmute the mic. Good evening, Sarah.
Hello, hello.
Everything working? We all good?
Yeah, I think so. Also,
Yeah.
I cleaned, and so I had to hunt down my headset as well. Because when things are a mess, I know where everything is. But once you clean, everything is lost.
Yeah, absolutely. Good.
Oh.
Right.
And don't worry, everyone. I have sugar. For the first time in weeks, I got sugar.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to have real problems, aren't I? Because I'm going to lose now. I'm going to lose.
I was.
Go on.
I had lost some weight, and I was down so much today that I was like, I'm going to reward myself with candy.
Well, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
We were just going through the gladiators. We've just had a look at Lucius Felix. Let's continue, because this gives opportunity to show off the amazing artwork. This is Amazonia. She is fighting with a sword and shield. Her special ability is the blade wall.
Blade wall?
Blade wall, yeah. We'll find out what that is, maybe.
I didn't know if you'd said wall or wool. Either way.
Wool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, a blade sweater. I'm down.
This is Attilius. She's fighting with two swords, and her special ability is Sting. I'm not going to go into the details of what the actual abilities are, because we will only get to choose a certain number of these gladiators. So which one we choose, that's when I will go into more detail. Okay, so now we have names that I'm going to have difficulty with. Astyanax. Let's go with that. He's fighting sword and shield, and his special ability is agility.
One of the arena Rex people, I think that game is, had a helmet like that.
Yes. Well, Arena Rex is again, it's the miniature-based version of this game, which is really, really cool and very enjoyable. And I've got some miniatures somewhere that long to be painted. And we'll come on to a miniature aspect in this game in a second. So we have Marcus Attilius. Let's go with that. Sword and dagger. His special abilities as a veteran. Oh, so obviously he has fought and survived.
But did he really, though?
Well, yeah, we gotta assume so. He's at least done one tournament. This is Britannicus. He's fighting with sword and shield. His special ability is being a brute. He's brutish. We'll continue. I just want to make sure I don't knock everything over. Oh, gosh. Hilarius Fuscus. Sword and shield. Special ability being tough. Hilarius Fuscus. That almost sounds comedic.
Sounds like a Harry Potter name.
Yeah, but I believe that they are based on real names, So, Calendio, he is fighting. He's fighting with a net and a trident. And his special ability is Entangle. That's different.
I like that the cones make it look like he just has a really spiky shoulder piece.
Yes, yeah. And then finally, tech traits. He's fighting with Spear and Shield, and his special ability is Pierce.
I like his hat.
He's got a nice hat, hasn't he? Yes. Yes, this is definitely... there's a lot of scantily clad males in this game, isn't there? There's definitely lots of six-packs on show. I don't think these are painted in a 300 style. I think that these guys actually worked for their six-packs. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the process of playing the first event, and as we go through, I'll just explain the rules, and we'll effectively play an event through learning, see how it all plays out, and then of course we'll go into another event, time allowing, because I think we should be able to play this at a relatively fast pace.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't say things.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So first of all,
don't do that.
First of all, we are basically editors. We are the owners of a ludus, and a ludus is a gladiatorial school, and there are 5 different luduses in the game. I've randomly selected 2 for us. The ludus has a special ability, so this obviously adds to the variety of play. So you're going to be controlling the ludus genua, and I've got ludus capua. We've got here, and I want to make sure I get this right. Hang on a second. Because I want to use the right terms. It's not the bank wheel. Hang on. It's basically our victory points as we collect them from the various events. There are bonuses that are unique to our ludus. Again, I will tell you what they are when we have the opportunity for you to actually take advantage of them. But your general bonus here is ludus genua is famous for developing attack skills. Gladiators from this school begin each event with a +1 attack card. So you want to remember that when I am dealing out the cards. Ludus capua is famous for attracting large crowds. This school begins each event with +2 crowd favor tokens. As standard, we have already some popularity with the crowd, and we both start with 3 tokens each. So I'm going to get an additional 2 before I even start fighting. Such is the popularity of my school. And you've kind of got to think of these schools as if, like, these are the ancient football teams. Certain members of the public will support certain schools because of the gladiators that they put out into the arena. So we have our randomly selected luduses, and we basically have to find out, well, what is our first event? So we'll flip the card. So our event is, the main prize is the Chieftain's Shield. So we're going to have basically these slices, let's call them. For first, if you survive the ordeal, you will get the largest slice. I'm not quite sure on a 2-player game whether the second player receives the slice, because effectively the second player would be dead. So definitely if there was 3 players...
Well, at least I'll get the second place trophy.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. I think there's essentially going to be 1 winner, because it is a duel to the death, isn't there? So whoever wins gets the main slice. However, during this particular event, there are 14 rose petals, and this is something that we are sort of competing for. We've already got some rose petals because of our ludus, But essentially, as we fight, we are able to collect more if we do good maneuvers, if we essentially entertain the crowd. And you have a trade-in value. So if you're able to trade in 3 to 6, you'll get a bronze slice. 7 to 11 gets you a silver. And 12 plus... it's the same. 12 plus gets you a silver as well. Okay, because I think this is quite actually a low event. Hey, well, Chris, exclamation entertained. Oh, I've so long wanted this. Oh, typical.
Are you not?
I was about to do it.
Is this not why you're here?
There we go. Oh, excellent. So we'll have plenty of that tonight, won't we? Okay, so we have revealed the event. We have put down there are 14 rose petals that we can acquire during the course of this match. So there is a possibility that even if we don't secure the second place, we could get enough points to in fact get a silver, which is even better. You've just got to make sure you entertain the crowd with how you engage in combat. So we then have to determine starting player. And basically it says the last player to have walked on sand, or it'll be the winner of the previous event, takes the active player marker. So when was the last time you walked on sand, Sarah?
Well, I'm trying to think if when we went to Norwich, or wherever we went to see the seals, if we stepped on sand. I don't know, within a year to 2 years ago.
Then there you go, your first player. It's as simple as that.
Most of us 3 years ago.
Yeah, most of us have been in lockdown. There's no sand to be stood on. But what you are able to do, typically there is a active player marker, but you can, and of course this is headless, there's this really awesome gladiator bust that you can get as an add-on. He, of course, does have a head. I haven't glued it on yet.
Oh.
But there are in the Mad Cat Games store, Bad Cat Game store, there are 3 different styles of first player marker, and these are great little busts, basically, to paint up. So for the miniature painters amongst us who are watching, this is awesome. So you are going to be, we're going to put that there. You are the first player. Now then, if we had more than 2 players, we could actually enter now a bidding. Is it bidding? Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Right, so we now go into the bidding phase. Okay, so this is where we're actually now starting to play the game. So the gladiators available in the market are revealed. So this is the number of players plus 1. And we'll have basically the auction here. And because you are the first player, we put your token just there, and mine will be second. So you're going to get to bid first on the available gladiators for this first event. So let's find out who we've got. Oh, goodness. We have, what's his name? Astyanax. Yep, let's go with that. So there's Astyanax. We have Amazonia. And then we have Tetrates.
Oh, chat. Oh, chat.
Good old Monty Python. Okay, so now that we know which gladiators are going to be in this first event, let's find out a little bit more about them. So then, how long have you been a gladiator, Astyanax? So Astyanax...
It's like, gladiator number 1, if we were to go on a date, where would you think is the most ideal place? Remember that, like the blind date matchmaker game?
Exactly that. Okay. So Astyanax, if he comes to your school, he will bring with him 3 points, 3 extra rose petals, because again, he is a bit of a fan favorite, so he's adding to your supply. He has 4 hit points before he is defeated. His special ability was agility. So you can do this at any time when you are the active player. And you can draw 1 card from any deck, then discard any 1 card from your hand. So it means you're able to draw up a new card, which you might need. Or play as a dodge card, but discard 1 card. So you can play a card, but you're playing it as if it was a dodge. And then you just discard a random card. But you gain 1 rose petal for doing that maneuver. So you've got to think of this as a fancy sort of dodge out of the way. The crowd go wild. Right? You've been able to use any card to achieve that dodge. And you obviously get the crowd's adulation. All right? So that's Astyanax. We have Amazonia. So what does she do? So again, she has 4 hit points. She has 3 rose petals. And she has the blade wall as the special ability. So this is play as a deflect card, but you discard 1 card. So you will find when we go through the cards, you will have a deflect card in there. We can actually look and see what the advantages are of deflect. But this means that you can play any card as a deflect. So even if you didn't have the deflect, using her special ability would allow you to do so. And then draw any, and so it's an either or. Draw any 2 cards, keep 1, and return the other. And that acts as a special ability. Now, whenever you use one of the gladiators' special abilities, we'll turn the card over, and you cannot use that special ability again until effectively the end of your next turn as active player. So there's basically a sort of a recharge. We'll flip the card over so you know that you can't use it. But also, using your special ability effectively ends your sort of go at that time. All right. So that was Amazonia. And is it Tetris? I'm going to call him Tetris. Tetrates. Again, 4 hit points, 3 popularity, so the 3 roses. Using spear and shield. So you get to play after target uses a deflect card. The target takes 1 damage, and you gain 1 rose petal. So that's quite cool. So that would end the that particular round of combat instantly. But you have basically been able to sort of deflect, as the opponent has deflected, you have actually used your spear and taken a point of damage off them, and of course the crowd go wild. Or you can play a shove card, but also discard 1 card. So you discard any card, and it acts as a shove. So those are the 3 gladiators. Now then, you have to decide.
Yeah, do I want Nasty Axe or do I want Tetris?
Oh, so you've already whittled it down to those 2?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to cost, because of course, these star players,
I'll take Nasty Axe, because he's not going to cost me anything.
Right, okay, so let's explain for the viewers. So basically, we can only put our chips on this first column. And depending, we've got our gladiators here. So these are costing 1 bronze chip. Or slice. Let's call them slices. Astyanax doesn't cost anything. Okay. If we had 3 or 4 plus players, then we are able to outbid one another, but of course the costs go up. The goal of the game is to fill our sort of, do we call it a rondel? I think we can, can't we? Once we fill that completely with slices, that effectively ends the game, and each of these slices is worth a different point, depending on using this sort of rondel here. So at the moment, you've already got 2 points. I am actually starting the game with 3 points. But if you, I'm going to have to spend 1 point to take one of the other gladiators if you indeed go for Astyanax.
Which I did.
Yeah, is that what you're doing? So
Yeah.
you're going to go there.
We've renamed him Nasty Axe because it's
Nasty
easier
Axe.
to say, and we
Yeah.
just moved the end to the front.
I'm going to go for Amazonia. All right, so you're Nasty Axe. There we go. You go in there. These are your special cards. I'll put those just there. I will go as Amazonia. I will take her special cards. So again, something quite neat. The game actually comes with, each gladiator has a unique deck of cards, which reflects their particular fighting style. So as we play this game multiple times, we'll learn the differences between the different gladiators. So again, adding to the replayability of the game. Right, let's go back to the summary. Okay, so we've bid for our gladiators. We're all done. Ready our gladiators. So each player takes their hired gladiator and their combat cards. Now, because we are doing a 2-player game, we take slightly more. Let me just double check on this. I think we take 9 cards. Now again, this is what's really cool about the manual, is it has little icons. So here we go, here's the 2-player icon. It's drawing me here. So draw 9 cards. So we have a total size of 18. So, okay. So what we have 3 decks of cards. We have, let's get this right, we have attack, we have defense, and we have effect. Attack card's pretty obvious. You're going to play an attack card, it potentially is going to do damage to your opponent. A defense card, again, pretty obvious. If an attack card is played upon you, playing a defense card will hopefully get you out of that situation. You maybe parry, you maybe block, the obvious things. Now, effect cards. Effects are counter attacks or combat finishing moves that cannot be countered. So these are actually special moves that will essentially finish that sort of round of combat. Okay, and hopefully do it in a sort of glorious style. So you're going to be able to choose now 9 cards to go along with Astyanax's default deck. But let's find out what cards he's got, because that, of course, may influence your choice. Now, there's going to be quite a few here, and I'm going to put these into order, or into some kind of order. Of course, in an ordinary game, I would have no idea what Sarah would be playing, okay? So, first of all, you have a strike, which if successful, it would do a wound. You have cleave, which would do a wound, and you would gain a rose petal. And if possible, then you would play a subdue. So you're able to combo your cards. Again, this is going to be the beauty on how the fights actually play out. Can't wait for us to get into this. Cleave, exactly the same. So you had 2 cleave cards. Onto your defense, you have parry. And parry gives you 2 options. And either or, you can play an attack card if possible, or you play a disarm card if possible. Another parry, we have a deflect. So if this wins, you go draw 1 card from any deck, and you then may play a stagger or disarm card if possible. We got a disarm. Okay, so this then moves things on a little bit. Draw 1 random card from the target gladiator. We have feint. So actually, we're now disarm. So we've gone through the defense. Disarm is now a special event card. So this is where you would end your actual sort of active round. This is what sort of tops the end of this first engagement. So you draw 1 random card from the target gladiator. When you play an event, of course, the opposing gladiator cannot play anything to prevent that. It ends it. This is a feint. Target must play the same card. Oh, sorry, actually. But the disarm, sorry, they can, and I'll explain that in a second when we do some combat. So the feint, though, of course, is no end. There is an end to it. The target must play the same defense card again, or it is cancelled. The previous action card played before the card is then triggered. Wow, okay. Subdue. Target must discard 1 card and you gain a rose. Or you play an attack card. So those are your starting cards. So what do you want to do? You can take 9 cards and you've got 3 decks.
Let's take 4 attack.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3 of the defense.
1, 2, 3.
And then I guess 2 of the effects.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I get an extra attack.
And you do indeed. So let's draw that up right now. Okay. So then, again, some of these cards might be repeats. It just obviously allows you to do more of that action. So we'll go through these reasonably quickly. You've got Cleave. You've got Twin Strike. Oh, we've not done that one. So Twin Strike would do 2 points of wound damage. There's another Cleave. There's a third Cleave. You've got Dodge. Parry. Another Parry. Feint, which was the one where if you play the same card again. Also, the target must play the same card unless it's cancelled. Another feint, and cleave. So you're doing lots of death and destruction just there. Right, I think I'm going to do something similar, but again, I'll take my 2 rose petals for my ludus, and I think I'll do something similar. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attack.
You could go, I don't know if they have it here, but in the States, you could go to the dollar store and probably get a bag of like fake rose petals to play with.
Yes, yes.
And like actually throw them.
Okay, so let me just try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got my 9. I've got my other ones there. Okay, done. So we now have our gladiators set and ready. Okay. So we had first the active player deciding on which gladiators were going to be picked. Now you get to choose who is actually going to start. So we are now in the arena. The crowd is going thunderous. We are about to engage in combat. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the arena just down here. This is the arena. You need to, we've got 2 tokens just here. And you need to tell me, which one do you want? Do you want right or left?
Right.
Okay, you are player 2. I am player 1, which means I get the active player token. So I'm going to start this first round of combat. Now, if we were playing more than 2 players, we could, using these chips here, bet on the outcome of the fight. And if we were successful, then betting would win us more slices. And I felt this is a cool little feature because, of course, you know, people always bet on fights, don't they? So here we are. So you could actually bet on another player winning, right, and actually become more victorious, losing the fight because the other players won, but you've been able to get more victory points from it, which I thought was quite cool. But because it's 2-player, there's no betting involved, so we skip that. Now then, we then have a selection of tactics cards. These are unique to our ludus. Just need to go through these quickly. And you essentially can have one of these cards, and the card is a special bonus that you can play whenever it is relevant. So it might be in your turn, it might be in my turn. Okay, so let's see what you've got. But you can only have one of these active per event. So play to the crowd. Reveal this card to gain +1 petal when gaining from cards. Well, when you gain a petal from cards you play. So if you play a card and you were gaining a petal, you play this card, you're going to gain an additional petal. Throw the fight. Keep this card hidden until combat is over. If you bet on the winner, claim a second slice of the same value. Well, since there's no betting, you probably don't want to pick that card. All out attack. Reveal this card to immediately draw 5 cards into hand, but you keep 4. Wow, that's quite cool. The Survivor. Reveal this card to immediately draw 3 defense cards into hand and keep 2. In Balance. Reveal this card to immediately draw 3 cards from any deck into hand. So those are the 5 cards. I think there's only 4 that you're going to want.
I like that last card you just had.
The last card.
To draw and keep 3.
So reveal this card to immediately draw 3 cards from any deck into your hand. So that's the one you're going to go for?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll place that just there. That is your tactics card. I'm going to have a quick look at mine. Okay. I'm going to put my tactic just there. All right, tactics are done. Okay, and so we are now into combat. We are facing off against one another in the arena. So, and I get to start. I am bringing down the first blow. So, in turn order, a player can either choose another gladiator to play an attack card against. Well, since there's only 2 of us, it's always going to be you, I'm afraid. You can discard a card. Now, if you discard a card, you're not doing an action, you're sort of wasting a bit of time. This allows you to draw up another card from a deck, because maybe you don't have an attack card. But the thing is because the crowd are displeased, you will lose one of your rose petals. And of course, rose petals are the currency to win this game. So, first of all, first player here, I can attack a card, I can discard a card, or I can play an effect card, or a gladiator ability which has a triangle, and I will point those out to you as we go through. If a player has no attack cards in hand, they must discard. So let's just do something nice and basic. Get things started. I'm just sorting my cards out. Okay, done. So I am going to play a stab card. All right, that is the first card being played. If you don't counter this card, then what happens is down at the bottom, that's the effect that's going to take place. So it would be, I do 1 wound point. Oh, and the one thing I do need to do is I need to put our wounds onto our characters. So you have 4, and I have 4. Oops. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So if you do nothing, then I will do a wound. So what can you do? Out of your deck, you can play one of, and there is a phrase, let me get the right phrase, a counter card. So you can either do a quick step or a deflect. All right? That is the choice. Now, an important part of the game is if you get to the end of your deck of cards, you are exhausted and effectively you're out of the game. So there is something about, you could maybe keep on playing cards, but if you get to the end and you've got no cards left, you're dead. So you've got to be careful on, how many cards you end up playing as we go back and two. Let me just make sure I am right on that, because I think I am. Yes, so gladiators who are defeated because they've lost all their life points or have run out of cards because they're exhausted are out of the fight, which would effectively mean the end of this first event. So, you have the choice, and let's just take a look at your deck now. You have the choice of a quick step or a deflect. So, let's put these into some order. It's a dodge, parry. You've got your strikes. Let's put these here. Probably does make sense to actually put these into... So those are your special ones. There's your attack ones. Okay. So you've got parry, you've got a deflect. So you've actually only got one card that you can play against this stab, which is your deflect.
Well, then I guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah, you're going to do that here? Okay. So you play your deflect. So now, if I don't do anything, then whatever is the top card, that is what comes to pass. Which would mean that you would get to draw one card from any deck, and then you may play a stagger or disarm card, which if you had those, so we just take a look. So you don't have stagger. Oh, you do have a disarm, so you could play the disarm. All right, let's just find out what that would do. So you would draw one random card from the target gladiator. All right. So if I do nothing now, that's what's going to happen. The choice, of course, is I could then play one of the counter cards, which would be feint. And let's just see what that does. So if I play a feint, the target, that's you, must play the same card again. You would have to play deflect again, right? Or if you don't play deflect again, deflect didn't work, and we go back to stab, which means we do one wound. So let's go through this and let's play it out. So you've done your deflect. I do my feint. So you've now got to play another deflect.
Which I don't have.
Yeah.
But since this is the first round, I can flip over my card and pull 3 more defense cards.
So your special ability is draw 1 card from any deck, then discard any 1 card. So you could be lucky, couldn't you? You could do that.
No, my other card, that if I draw 3 and get to keep 3.
Oh, you mean your tactics card? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you could do that. Yes. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, that's a good point. Because that's effectively... I don't know if you can do that immediately. Let me just double check. When can you play tactics cards? It's a good question now. Trying to find out. Because I think that the tactics card... Well, hang on. When does it say? Reveal this card to immediately draw 3 cards from any deck into your hand. I guess...
Seems like any time is immediate, so...
Yeah. Let's go with it.
So let's pull 3 defenses.
Yes. Okay. So you've used that card. You can't use it again. So let's take 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Because this would be the getting out of trouble, wouldn't it? So what have you got? You got a dodge, a parry, and a parry. So unfortunately, none of those would help in this situation. So those go into your deck. This now means that the feint happens, that deflect did not happen, and so the stab does 1 wound against you. So
they were saying discard 1 to make it be the deflect card.
It is, so you did, it was a deflect and then the feint. So it says target player must play the same card again or it is cancelled. So you had to play a deflect again. The previous action card played before the card is then triggered. So same card again or it is cancelled. The previous action card played before the defense card is then triggered. So in other words, that was your defense card.
No, Chris. I picked the one that I got to keep all 3.
Yes. Oh yeah, for the tactics one. Yeah. So these 2 cards go, and it takes us back to the stab, which means it does 1 wound of damage against you. And then if I'm able to play another stab card, so then play another stab card if possible. Oh, goodness me. See now, okay, so I could play another stab. My goodness, I could actually go into a bit of a frenzy here and just stab, stab, stab. Because...
Poke.
Yeah, because the thing is that to some degree, I know that you do not have the appropriate card. So I could be taking advantage of this now, couldn't I? I'm not going to, but that's what the game allows you to do. Which sounds about right, because it's as much as... Because you're trying to learn what cards your opponents have, so that you deliberately play cards that they cannot defend against. Right? So you were just unfortunate in that draw that you did not get the card you needed. But again, it would have only prevented the next round. So let's just do with the 1 point of damage. Let's not go too crazy in this first go. So these are all done. Because I did a hit on you, the crowd goes wild, and I get to have one of the rose petals from the crowd. Whenever you do a point of damage, you gain 1 petal. When you kill somebody, you gain 2. All right. So we then start a new combat sequence. You are now the active player. So away you go. And let's find your attack cards. So you have Cleave. You will do a wound and you will gain a rose petal. And if you had Subdue, you would then play that straight after. Got another Cleave. You got Strike, which does a wound. There's another Cleave. You got Twin Strike, which would do 2 wounds. There's another Cleave. You got lots of Cleaves. There's lots of Cleaves going on.
Let's go with the cleave.
Go with a Cleave. All right. So let's just double check. Do you have a Subdue? You do have a Subdue. So Cleave. Do 1 wound, and you would get, and you gain a thing. But then play. So if it ends with you, if I play nothing, you could then play a Subdue to gain even more. All right. Well, let's see what I can do. So against a Cleave, the only things I can play is a parry or a block. So let's see what I've got. Okay. I am going to play a parry. Which, if this is the final card, then I can play an attack card if possible, or I can play a disarm card. But what can you play now? So it's now back over to you. You can play either a disarm or a grab. Let's see.
I don't know if I have a grab. I don't remember you ever saying that.
All right, let's see what you've got. Oh, well, you've not got a grab, but you've got a disarm. So disarm, if this finishes on this, draw 1 random card from the target gladiator. But I can counter this with either a stab or a deflect. So, are you going to play this card? This is your this is your only disarm card.
Okay.
All right. Just again thinking of future engagements, right? Because it's all happening in seconds, isn't it? That if I did a Cleave and did a parry, you would need to have another disarm card, and you've not got one. So there's a possibility that you might want to throw away some of your cards to be able to pick up other cards. Okay, so I have the opportunity to do either a stab or a deflect. I'm going to do a deflect. So I play the deflect. Well, basically the end of this is you can play a feint.
I have those.
You do have a feint, yes. You have... Gosh, you have 3 feint cards. Do you want to play one of those?
Yeah. The second one.
Okay. So now, so here we go. We're in a similar situation here. I have got to play, actually we should put this so it's here. I've got to play another deflect card, or everything dials back to the disarm. Do I have a feint? Oh, sorry, a deflect. Do I have a deflect? Okay, I'm not going to do it. So the feint doesn't happen. So the feint means that the deflect doesn't happen. And so it's back onto you with a disarm. So there's an opportunity here. So it's up to you now. You can either play... So this is where it just keeps on going. You can either play a deflect card again, or you can play a stab card.
So it wouldn't, even though that's my card, I get to go again?
Yes, because it's back over to you now.
Play on
Yes.
top of my own disarm card.
Yeah, well, but you're now going to be playing a stab, so it's keeping
Okay.
the flow of the fight going. So whereas I played the deflect, didn't I? And then you played the feint, but it's now dialed back, and now you have the opportunity of playing a stab
I have
card.
a stab.
So let's find out. Do you have a stab? Cleave, 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 strike, twin strike. No, you don't. So I think that pretty much brings that round of combat to a natural end. So what happens is you get to draw one random card from me.
Okay.
So all of those.
Number 5.
Number 5. Yeah, I have. Okay. Pick a pile 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Pick a number. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick a number 1 to 6.
5.
5. Okay. There you go. See if we make it work. You have picked up a disarm.
Aha! Take that.
All right. So we'll put that in your pile just there.
Did I win anything?
No, because you didn't draw blood.
Oh.
Okay. It's all a case of trying to draw blood. So it goes back over to me now as being the active player. So I hope I'm doing this right. I'm sure I am. I can see what you're sort of. Is that Los Piros? I know that you're always in the dark blue, so I can never see. Yes, it is obviously difficult that Sarah is sort of playing remotely and doesn't have her cards in front of her. I think that's the point with this game. That's where it would be on a different level, wouldn't it? Because you'd be excited about what cards you're able to play.
Yeah, right now I'm just assisting you playing against yourself.
Well, you're making decisions, but yeah, I guess you are quite right, aren't you?
But it gives everybody an idea, though, of how the game plays.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it's still a good representation of the game.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. It's not the game's fault at all. It's of course it's
You
just
just got to remember that, like, not playing it this way, you would have a lot more fun with it.
Yes, definitely.
Because it won't be a team effort for everybody's turn.
So, okay. So it goes back over to me. And let me just see. All right. So what have I got? I am going to play Twin Strikes. So this would do 2 wounds against you. You need to have a parry to be able to deflect this.
Oh, I think I have one of those.
All right.
Don't I?
I think you do. Yep, you got plenty of parries. So you can put your parry down.
Is this the Nando's round? We're gonna get some peri down on there.
Some piri. So I've got the option of doing either a disarm or a grab. What do I want to do? I'm going to do the disarm. So you get to a point now where there's only certain cards you can potentially play because you've already played them. Our gladiators are becoming exhausted as we play through here, and we have less options available to us. So you have the opportunity now of either playing a stab or a deflect. And I don't think you don't have a stab because you're all about strikes and cleaves, aren't you? So the only other option is you've got a deflect. And you don't have a deflect either. So there's nothing you can do here. So I effectively disarm you, and I get to draw a random card from you. That's going to be a bit difficult to make it random, isn't it? Because you're going to have to pick a...
You can have one of my cleaves.
One of your cleaves. All right. Let's have a cleave. There we go. We'll just take that. Okay, back over to you. So, remember, you have an opportunity to discard a card if you want to do so. You also have the opportunity of using your special ability, which is draw one card from any deck, then discard any one card from hand.
Or we could just put down a cleave.
We'll put down a cleave. All right. Put down a cleave. So it will do one wound and you would gain a rose petal. I can do a parry or a block. Oh.
Let's take one for the team. Just take a blood loss.
Yeah. Okay. So you've done a cleave. So do one wound. So I lose a point.
The crowd goes wild.
You gain a rose and do a wound and gain a rose. So you gain one because of the wound, and you gain an additional one because the crowd love it. Now, you have the opportunity. Do you have a subdue card?
I think I do.
You do. So you can choose to play this.
What does this do?
Target must discard one card, and you will gain an additional rose petal.
Okay.
So if you play that card, that's what happens, yeah? Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Petal to
And
you.
then do I also get an attack card?
No, because it's one or the... Well, here we go. It's one or the
Okay.
other. So you can decide whether I lose a card and you gain a petal, or you can... Or you could play an additional... Or you,
I'll take
as
the
opposed to that,
petal.
you're going to take the petal, because otherwise you could play an attack card to try and do even more damage, so you're basically following up on your attack.
Oh.
So that's the thing, is you either have this little victory, so, you know, cleave and blood splurts everywhere, and the crowd go wild, or
I could cleave again.
cleave, yeah, well, that's it, yeah.
Cleave
You know-
again.
All right, so you're gonna lose that rose petal, because you're basically just going to go on in the hack. So, cleave...
Yeah, because you kept poking me that one time. Cleave again.
Cleave again, okay. So I have the option here of parrying or block. Now, if you remember, I didn't parry before,
Yeah.
but now I'm going to parry. You see, you don't have
Oh.
to play your cards.
I got greedy, everyone.
Exactly. All right. So now you have the opportunity, or you got the option. Sorry, it's not the opportunity. It's either playing a disarm or playing a grab. You've got.
I have a disarm.
You have a disarm. That's basically it. So you're going to play the disarm?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So remember, playing the card opens it up to me possibly playing another card.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you're going to play that disarm. So that would be draw one random card from the target gladiator. But I have the option now. I can either play a deflect or a stab. So let's have a look. Okay. And let's have a look here. Oh, okay. Oh, well, no, I'm going to go for it. I can smell blood. I'm going to play a stab. So if this comes through, I will do a wound against you. So you now have the opportunity, the option. You're playing a deflect or quick step.
I don't have any of those.
Oh, hang on a second. Oh, hang on. That's faint. No, you're right, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. So that brings us to that round of combat, which means then that I do a wound against you.
Should have taken that extra rose petal, you guys.
Should have, shouldn't you? And there is opportunity for me to play a stab card, if possible. So I should get a rose petal for doing that. Do I want to do another? You know what? I'm going to go for it. So I then play another stab card. And again, because I know you've got no defense on this, right? I'm just laying in with these stabs. Stabby, stab, stab. Another wound. Another petal. I have the opportunity to play another stab card, but I'm not going to. So, that's that round. This comes over to me, doesn't it? I hope I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
dying real bad, you guys.
Yeah, it goes back and two. Yes. Yes, because the person who started off starts, and then it would go to you, and it goes back to me. So even though the actual flow of the fight may swap, but once we get to the end, it then goes over to the next player. Because of course, if we were playing 4 or 5 of us around a table, it would rotate round everybody. Yes, lots of stab, stab, stab. All right, so starting with me. Thing is, so many cards have been played now. My options are limited. Of course, our gladiators are becoming exhausted in the arena. So what am I going to do? Got to keep going here. Got to press the advantage. I am going to play a cleave. So you can do a parry or a block.
A parry.
You got plenty of parries. Yeah, do a parry. Okay, I can do a disarm or a grab. Yeah. No, I can't do it. So it's over to you. If you can play an attack card, then do so. Or you can play a disarm card.
Attack.
So what does disarm? Let me just double check. I can't find one here. So a disarm would allow you to grab a card from me. Okay, attack. Well, it's just so you've got cleave, strike, and twin strike. Twin strike does 2 wounds. So cleave is going to do 1 and get petals. A strike is just going to do 1 ordinary wound, and a twin strike is going to get 2 wounds.
Let's do a twin strike.
Yeah, because you kind of hoping to think is, do I have a parry card? Right. Again, thinking of what cards were played previously. Yeah. There's nothing I can do. So I lose 2 wounds, which means you get 2 rose petals. Okay. Awesome. I'm going to lose. So it's now over to you. We're at 1 point each. Okay. What have you got? You've got cleave, and strike. So you've got all of them do 1 wound, but cleaves allow you to get an extra rose petal. Because the crowd love a good cleave.
Yeah, cleave.
Yeah. So you're playing a cleave there. I can only do parry or block. Hang hang on. Play as a deflect card. No, it's not actually asking for a deflect, is it? Yeah. Damn you. See, even though you can't see your cards, you do the point of damage. I'm dead. So
Rose petal.
you get the rose petal. Yeah, that's it. Because I don't have the card to be able to counter this cleave, I'm out of it. Okay. So. Let's so that's gone. So then, what happens? So you won the match. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh.
So the undefeated gladiator is declared the winner of the event. So you are the winner. Rewards are now collected. It's the Wheel of Glory. I knew there was a name somewhere. So just double check here. Comment over. So the winning gladiator also claims all the remaining crowd favor tokens. You get all of those. And you get this big slice. So we now just go through. So here we go. So you have effectively won the chieftain's shield. And you can trade in. So how many petals have you got?
85.
No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so 12 petals. Well, actually, 11 petals would get you a silver slice. Do you want to go for that? I think you would do.
Okay.
Yeah? So you trade all of those in. That gets you a silver slice. We'll explain those in a second. Let's see what I can do. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I get a silver slice as well. So at least I get something. Let's just move that. So, on your Wheel of Glory, there are some bonuses, which if you fill these up, so remember, the end of the game is once this wheel is completely full. But you've got 3 bonuses that you can take advantage of. So, if you fill one of these slices up, you can either take 1 extra attack card for the next event.
On top of the one that I already get.
Well, you've already had that one, so you don't get any more from that.
That was like a.
It is for each event. Do apologise. So yes, you're quite right. So yes, you get an additional one.
Rules.
You can. What was that?
I said, now look who's making up rules.
Yeah. No. But I've just seen it. It just says each event, so that is correct. So take 1 extra defense card for the next event, or take 2 crowd favor from the supply. So you get 2 additional rose petals. So you have.
Do a defense.
So you've got the defense. Okay, so you could put down this triangle just here to fill that one up there. You've got the option. You've got to put this one down. So that was a defense card. So let's pick your defense card. We're just going to put that there. Where do you want this one to go? This could go on in here quite happily, and that would give you 2 extra petals. Or it can go over here. You're going to do the attack. All right, let's put that in there. Get you an attack card. All right. So Astyanax, he's retired now. We just tidy up all of those cards. I did not use my tactics card, so that was a bit silly. So we'll do those in a second. Amazonia, she is dead. So she's not coming back. since I lost, I will be the first player in the choosing there, and you will
while
be
you're
the
setting
second.
this up, can I have a 2-minute break to refill my water?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
And we need to announce the winner of the Sandwich Masters giveaway from last week. I am going to, so we're just getting things ready. I'm going to put that in there, and that allows me to gain 2 rose petals. And I will gain 2 because of the new event. So 2 in there. Sarah's going to gain an additional attack card. So that goes in there. That gets discarded. And we will reveal the next event in a second. I'm going to just shuffle these so we don't know what the next turn order is. Put those there. Right. I think we are good. So then, last week we started a giveaway for delightful little game, Sandwich Masters from Big Punch Studios.
I'm going to win with my 6 entries.
Okay. And oh, you're back now, are you? And also
Yeah.
trying to hold them all. Oh my goodness. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Oh, all these Afterlife Inc. graphic novels, which are awesome. Really, really, really cool. All right. So, let's. Well, I'm going to put them back down to the safe, and we'll just press the button and see who wins. Oh, okay. Here we go. Good luck.
Are we doing a winner right now? Toot, 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 toot. That wasn't a good winning sound. I don't know what that was.
Okay, it's doing it. It's doing it. So it's on the website.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Hey, Baron von Genki. Congratulations. You have won. Well done, sir.
Look at that, Baron. Your week just got a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
He said, bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Well, hopefully that brings a little bit of a smile to your week then. So that's awesome.
Baron, go get in the kitchen and make us a sandwich. Or wherever you choose to play the game.
Yes. Excellent. Well done, Baron. Okay, I'll be in contact, obviously, and we'll sort out packaging those up and getting them over to you. But of course, when one ends, another starts. So, huge thanks to Bad Cat Games. They are very generously giving you a copy of Gladiatores, Blood for Roses, and the resin first active player marker. Okay, which is cool. So I think this is about £50 worth of prize value, which is awesome. As we've seen tonight, this game, it definitely works with 3 or 4 players around a table. We're a little bit stuck.
Or even 2 around a table.
Oh yeah, well yes, but you just need to be around a table, don't you?
Right. Not looking at each other's hands.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So, but hopefully, from our sort of play so far, you've got a good idea how it plays, and it plays really well. I like it. I love the combat. The combat's brilliant. I think again, if you had your cards, you'd start to be sweating a little bit when you can see that you can't play a certain card, and that's where if you have multiple players, even though they are not engaged in that particular round of combat, they should be watching to see, well, hang on a second, that particular player can't play a parry or can't do a block, which means if I play this certain attack card, I've got more chance of doing the finishing blow.
Let's say we're lying.
Okay. So, well, exactly. Yes, by not playing a card and then, of course, having it. So, absolutely. So, if you would like to get in for a chance of winning Gladiatores, Blood for Roses, then exclamation giveaway for the T's and C's. You know what they are by now. And exclamation win for the link. And hopefully everything works. Gladiators.
T's and C's, everyone. You pay shipping and handling. Well, shipping.
Shipping. Well, you have to go and pick it up from the post office, maybe. So there's a bit of handling going on.
Let me get my 6 entries in on this one.
You'll notice I've changed the format a little bit. Again, I'm always
we'll have
looking.
to go see.
I'm always looking for different ways to sort of engage people on these. So, right, let's get this set up so that we can start another round. So typically, what would happen is we would play maybe up to 3 rounds or maybe 5 rounds, depending on the number of players. We'll do one more round. I think we can squeeze that in because time is obviously always ticking. So we have a brand new event. What is the event? It's the Tribune's Trophy. Gold prizes. I think it's only worthwhile putting down what the main prize is, isn't it? So you get a gold wedge for being first. And there are 18. Do we have enough? We should do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right, so we'll have to... I'm not quite sure what we do then. There's only 17 then. Maybe the crowd's already a bit, Right, so...
Ooh, they have really pretty art on their other games, too.
There's lots of pretty games. There's a Cthulhu-style game.
That's what I was looking at. I was looking at that one. I was like, oh, that one has pretty art like this one.
Yes, I believe they're going to Kickstarter maybe in autumn time. But we'll get info on that as we get closer to it. So we've got our new event. The starting player is going to be the player who lost. That is me. So I get to choose from the bidding first. We then reveal our 3 new gladiators. Who do we have? We have Hilarious. I'm going to go with our sort of anglicised names now. Kalen. Oh, hang on a second. That's Hilarious again. Can't have 2 Hilariouses. Oh, that's Caden again. Yeah.
What?
Hang on a second. So there should be... How many gladiators we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're missing, there's a misprint. How interesting. Right? Maybe it's a case of I've received the same card, as in board, to take these out, because these are the only things that change. I will have to double check into that. But I think, yes, I think we've got a misprint. Just in this instance, that I've got maybe an additional of the same board put in the pack. Ah, okay, well. we can only pick then from these 3. So in fact, if I take a look, he's not playing. Attilius not playing. Oh, hang on a second. No, Astromax is out. So Marcus is not playing. We got Britannicus. We got Hilarious. Oh, of course, there you go. No, it's right. It's right. Because he's wasn't played.
Yeah, he was from the first round.
Yeah, so there you go. So we do actually have the correct, yes, everything. So I've got, yeah, I seem to have got doubled up then on... That's interesting. I'll have to ask why we have 2 extra. Maybe these are popular gladiators that always... But yes, they've got the correct number. That's okay. That's good. That's good. Right, okay, let's carry on anyway. So I get to bid first. Hilarious. What's Hilarious all about? He's tough. He can increase a wound caused to your target by 1 to 2. Oh, he's awesome. Britannicus. I suppose I should play him, shouldn't I? He can use a leap card, which gets an extra rose petal. When you cause a wound, your target must also discard a random card from their hand. So that's quite cool. So every time he does damage, he's basically tiring the opponent out. And Kalen, play after a target uses a block or parry card. Target must now play a dodge card or instead discard 2 cards from their hand because they're entangled in the net. Again, that's quite cool. I am going to put my bidding token. So on to, it's Hilarious, isn't it? I'm going to do that there. So who do you want to go for? So I'm definitely going to be Hilarious.
Oh, so Bachelorette number 1. It says your name is Hilarious. Does that mean that you're hilarious? Do you think a good sense of humor is better than looks? I don't know. I was trying to think of good.
Have you ever been on it?
Yeah. Bachelor number 2, Calendio. So I hear that you like to get tangled in nets. Do you like to be the tangler or the tanglee?
Ooh.
And then let's see here, okay. Bachelor number 3, Britannicus. So when you read, where do you go to find the books?
I don't think Britannicus is much of a reading type, since his special ability is brutish. He's not really the reading type. So who are you going to go for, Britannicus or...
I think I want to try Calendio. Oh, I could outbid you, though, for Hilarious.
No, you can't.
No, I can't because we're only 2 people playing. But I think I want to try Calendio because I like his shoulder spikes.
Yes. And I've just got Sarah's joke there with the Britannicus.
What?
Because when you talked about the books. Because you mean like the Encyclopedia Britannica, yeah? I'm assuming that's the case. Yeah,
That's what it was. Random. That just accidentally went along with that.
I've just got it.
Well, so did I.
Oh, right, okay. It's just because Chris said deep cut. Everyone's like praising you, going, that's an awesome joke. Look at her go.
I just accidentally made a good one.
Oh. So we've got our unique decks. I picked out your additional cards here, but let's just, because we'll move quickly. How many of what cards? You can up to 9 again.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta say goodbye to people in chat. I'm trying to. Oh, I guess I could just do it via voice. Bye.
Yes, as opposed to typing. Goodbye,
I'm
Moran.
to type and tagging the wrong people. Okay. Let's go with. Because we haven't gotten my extra attack yet, correct?
I've put your extra cards here. So
No. That was for my pizza slices.
And I added an extra one for your attack, so you've got 3 cards there. Yeah.
So let's go with And I get to pick 9, correct?
9 cards, yes.
Oh, should I do 3 of each or should I break it down?
Well, remember, you were quite poor on the hot defense in the last round.
Yeah.
So
Let's go 4 defense.
4 defense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
4 attack. And 1 effect.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 effect. When we get fighting, we'll go through these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it'll be interesting that as we play more and more, is sort of seeing what the strengths and weaknesses are of your particular gladiators as you sort of learn more about them. So each of now this is interesting. I can't add the 3 tokens because we don't have. I'm gonna have to. I guess we'll have to put them down as these 3s. They're supposed to be blood, aren't they? But so in fact, there was. Let me put. I'm going to swap that there, so we got the full 18. So you get +3 for your gladiator. I get +3 for mine. And then it is 4 blood for me, and 4 for you. 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, we're good. So we've got our gladiators. We've chosen those. The gladiators are ready. Life points, extra crowd, favors. Turn order. So I do not know what is what. You chose last time, but I'm the active player. Does that mean actually that you get? Yes, so starting with me, I get to pick. Okay, I'm going to pick that one. Okay, I go second, you go first. So you're starting off. Tactics card. Just to remind you, place it to crowd. Reveal this card to gain 1 when you were going to 1 rose petal when you're going to earn 1. All out attack. Reveal this card.
Was it the same as last time? I'll do that. Draw 3.
Well, hang on. No, remember you can't do the one that you did last time because you've already used it. So,
Oh, then the petals.
So, well, hang on. You got reveal this card to immediately draw 5 cards and keep 4, but it's 5 attack cards. Or you can do 3 defense cards.
And keep 2?
And keep 2.
Let's go with defense.
Defense, okay. Yeah.
As we learned last time.
Exactly. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to look at my cards. And I'm going to take that. Okay. Right, done. Got the tactics ready. Combat. So bring out the arena. Okay, and it starts with you. Let's sort your cards out. So effect, dodge, dodge, attack, 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 attack. Dodge, dodge. Oh, you got a quick step and block. I'll go through these in a second. But actually, you got a special card there. Most of these now, you're going to be sort of quite accustomed to. Again, it doesn't take much to sort of learn them. So these are Viper Strikes. This is new. Do 1 wound. The target must also discard 1 card. This is because you're using your trident. Another Viper Strike. You got the Stab, which you're familiar with. More stabs, 3 stabs. You got a Strike, which is doing
mean.
the wound. Another
That's
Viper
mean
Strike.
of you.
I know. Thrust. You do
The
1.
stabs. You're familiar with this, remember? Because I kept stabbing you last time.
So you got thrust, where you do a wound, or do 2 wounds if you use a spear or trident. Well, you have. My goodness, you have a trident, so you could use your thrust card and you would do two wounds. So that's pretty damn good. and another thrust card. So plenty of good attacky type cards there. Let's go through your defense. Quick Step was one of the cards that you were after before that you didn't have. Block, another Quick Step, another block. Dodge, dodge, dodge. I feel like it's the dodge.
You
the
can dodge a
ball.
wrench. You can dodge a ball.
That's it. Yes, exactly. So here we go. These are the special cards.
Dodge, duck, and dodge.
Yes. So these are the special cards. You got Stagger. Target must discard one card, and you would gain a rose petal. And there's no follow-up on that, because these are the end of play cards. You got Leap. You gain a rose petal, and you can play a strike card if you're able. All right. But then this one, this has got a special triangle up in the top. This is a special card. Let me just look here. So in turn order, a player can... So you're either going to be attacking, or you discard a card, or you're able to play this card as your first card. So as opposed to having to play an attack card, you could play this card, and this is Recover. Draw and keep 2 cards, or recover 1 point of health. So this is
That would have been nice
unique.
for last time.
Yeah. So that would be your entire turn in effect, because there's no follow-on to it. You're just stepping away from the fight and recovering.
Let's go with Stab.
But you're going to start with Stab, yeah? All right. Everybody likes a good stab.
Don't we?
So stab. Stab goes on in there.
A
Okay.
good poking every now and again. What? Sorry. Nope.
I just need to sort out my...
Not being asked back again after this. Just kidding. I have a little emoji made of me. It's an official thing.
That's it. There's no getting rid of me now. All right.
I'm on the banner.
That's it. Oh, yes. I knew as soon as the emoji was done, that was it. There was no hope.
Fridays is an us thing. It's not a you thing.
Let's see how that does. Okay, so you've done Stab. It's going to do me a wound of damage. I can do either Quick Step or Deflect. What can I do? I'm going to do a Quick Step. The Quick Step. Which then gives the option of play a strike or a stagger card. Right. I'm not messing about this time. I'm really going for it. So I've quick stepped out the way and I play a strike. You have the option of doing parry or dodge or block. So you actually got
I have a parry.
You have 3 options, don't you?
Let's go with parry.
Oh. Yeah, okay, parry. Block. No, you don't. But you do you do have... Oh, so you have block. So let's just have a look. Block, which means...
No, I only have one of those. Let's go with a dodge.
No, you got 2 blocks, and you got 3 dodges.
Oh.
Dodges...
Okay, let's go with the block.
Dodges may gain you a petal.
Let's go with the block.
Go with a block, all right. Block, done. So, the only thing I can do is a shove or a leap.
Please know that whenever you say leap, I am imagining like the Nutcracker or something with like a ballerina or something leaping. That's the type of leap I envision.
I think that it might be balletic to some degree, but of course I am dodging a very sharp trident.
Oh,
so...
I assume that the leap is more of a jump, but in my mind, who's ever doing it is very graceful and just like magic tights appear for the leaping, and then, they go away.
Well, I'm going to play a shove, which means you've got to play either... Well, only a bash. So basically, I've ran into you.
I don't have a bash, do I?
Do you not have a bash? Viper strike, stab, stab, strike, frusty, frusty, frust, and a strike. No, you do not. So,
crap.
so I have the option. I can play an attack card, or draw 2 cards and keep 1, then return the other to the top of the same deck. So what do I want to do? Do I want to press the attack, or do I want to gain some cards? Because we've used quite a few cards here. I'm going to... I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay, I'm going to take a look at those. All right, yeah. And
Choose violence.
and then do that one there. So those cards go. Right. That was our first little engagement. Comes over to me. I'm going to do a Viper Strike. So this will do a wound, and you would have to discard a card. You must do either a quick step or a deflect. Well, you have a deflect, and you have quick step. You have 2 quick steps.
I'll do a quick step.
Quick step. Is that like a musical number, quick step?
Yeah, the tights show up for this one.
Yes. Well, so the quick step is the end of this. What would you call it? It's not like a
Battle?
It's not a battle. It's
Skirmish?
It's not a skirmish. It is melee, but it's the it's the first little. It's a quick jab and a quick dodge out of the way, and that's it. This has been very quick. So I did a
Crappy
strike.
fight?
A bar fight? No, there's no boss.
No, I said a
theme for him.
crappy fight. It's a crappy fight.
but
Because
but
everybody in the audience is like, "Whoa, we paid to see a fight. What's going on here?"
That's it. I've jabbed in my sword, and you've just danced out of the way. So, if I can play a strike or a stagger card, can I play a strike or a dagger card? Oh, a stagger. Okay, I can't. So that is the end of that, which means this goes back to you. Okay, what are you going to do? You got your Viper Strikes, you got your Stabs, you got your Strikes, and you got Thrusts. What do you want to do? A Viper Strike, a Stabby, Strikey, Frusty.
Now the Viper, that wasn't with my fork, correct? No, it is with my fork, so I don't want to use that one.
You can do. It's exactly the same as the basic. Well, it's not actually. Your special one means it's quick step and parry, whereas the general one is quick step and deflect. So there is slight differences in the actual
Well, no, it's just
cards.
that I have a card that works with that other card if I wanted to use it. So I wanted to know which card it was so I could keep that aside.
Right, I see. So
which one is the one that goes with that?
well, the stab ones you want all the stabs together, don't you? So the 2 stabs go together. Strike, thrust. Yes, so it's your thrusts. If you use you're using a trident, so your thrusts, it would allow you to do 2 wounds. It just automatically. So it's up to you. Do you want to do 1 wound or 2 wounds in your first attack?
1 wound.
All right, so it's either Viper Strike, knowing that it is just a quick wound, or it's Ordinary Strike, it's just a quick wound, or Stab, you are hoping that you can keep going with the stab cards. Right? Remember to deflect.
Not yet. I don't want to use that one yet, though.
Right? So just remember. So this is what you need to sort of remember: is that if you play Stab, I've got to be playing either Quick Step or Deflect. So you're hoping that when you do Stab, I do not have Quick Step or Deflect, because you can straight away play another stab card. You could do 2 points, stabby. All right? But you need to be sure that I don't have those defensive cards. To which I don't know if I've got them.
Just do that first strike then.
Just do a first
yeah,
strike.
The first strike.
That's it. You got to test the water a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
All right. So this gives me the option of doing a parry, a dodge, or a block. Okay. I'm going to play block. So you need to play either a shove or a leap. You do have a leap card.
I have a leap.
You want to leap, a pirouette
Grab
into
on the
the air?
tights and let's do it.
All right, so leap goes there. So the only thing that I can do is dodge your leap, which...
As if my leap was a wrench.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. So play the dodge. So the only thing that you can play is a feint. And there is no feint. So you cannot do it. So that is the end. So immediately... Go on.
Or I could draw some defenses.
By using your special tactics, reveal this card to immediately draw three defense cards.
Because isn't feint? Isn't that a defense?
It's not. It's a special. It's a special event card.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you can't do anything here. So I get to draw one card from any deck. I'm going to take an attack card. And I gain a petal. But again, we're dancing around the arena and no wounds are being done, are they? So the crowd is going
our first battle, we were like, blood everywhere. This one, we're like, we're going to
dance. Okay, let's... All right, let's give this a go. Viper Strike. So it's a quick step or a deflect. You have deflect, you have quick step.
Oh, just so you know, that there might be an error on the bash cards in some copies. The trigger icons are the wrong way round.
Where did you see that?
They just told me in a message.
They just told you in a message.
Yes.
Okay.
No, because we all clicked on everything to get our things in for the giveaway, and then I went and I followed them on Instagram, and they said thanks for the follow, and I said we're playing right now because I said thank you for the game to play on Monkey's channel.
Right.
And then I said we're playing right now, and then they informed me of that.
Oh, okay. So, right. You'll have to remember
I thought
that.
I would tell you.
Yes, that's important. That's good. It's good. So what you're going to do is a quick step or a deflect. You have both options. So deflect, if you win, then you draw one card from any deck, and you can play a stagger or disarm. Do you have a disarm? I don't know if you have a disarm. Do you have a disarm? But you do have a stagger, so you could do that. Mm-hmm. Or quick step. Straight after, you could play a strike or a stagger, where you have both a strike and a stagger. So maybe quick step might be the better option.
Yeah, I'd say quick step.
Yeah. All right. Quick step goes down there. There's nothing for me to play, so it gives you the option. So you can either play the strike, doing a wound, or the stagger, which I would have to discard a card and you would gain a rose petal. So what's more important, taking the wound or gaining the rose petal?
I guess getting a rose petal would be cool.
Okay. So you're going to do stagger then, yeah?
Yeah.
Done. So that's the end of the combat, but you gain the rose petal. Those cards go in the discard.
Honor, I didn't make it up.
Oh no. I just figured
Okay.
I'd say something because for like the first time, I think we mentioned Bash a little bit ago. So,
Yes. Yeah. No, that's good. It's good. It's good. Okay.
but
So.
I did enjoy how scared you sounded. You're like, "Oh, where'd you hear
Well,
that?"
it's like, well, I was looking at the chat, going, "Is there something in chat?" And I can't see anything there. So, I believe you. It's okay. I believe you. Ah, right.
I didn't do it, you guys.
It's up to you. You've got a whole stack. Just to aware, you've got loads of attack cards, but you've not got many defense and not many event cards now. All right. So you've got strike, viper strike, stabby stabby, frusty frusty.
Let's just do a strike.
1 wound, strike.
Or I could do a thrust, I guess, but let's just do a strike for now.
Well, remember, a thrust does 2 points of damage.
No, I don't want to do a strike. Yes,
don't-
I want to do a strike.
Yes, you want to do a strike?
I do. I
All
do
right.
want to do a strike.
Okay, so I have the option of doing a parry, a dodge, or a block. And do you know what? Because I didn't do it last time, I'm going to play my tactics card right now. Reveal this card to immediately draw 3 cards from any deck into your hand. I'm playing that. 3 cards. I'm going to take some defense cards. 1, 2, 3, done. Okay, I am playing a block card. So you have to play either a shove or a leap. And you only have 1 special card, which is your recover card now. So you can't do anything. So it's back to still with me. If I can play an attack card, I can
Wait. What about my character?
Play after target uses a block or a parry. Oh, here we go. Target must now play a dodge card or instead discard 2 cards from their hand. So do you want to use the entangle? Yes, you could use your ability.
I don't know, chat. Should we do it, or do we think he still has it? It would be wasted.
This is it. I need to have a block card or a parry card.
I'm going to do it, because even if you have that, then at least you're using up those cards. So let's do it.
Okay. So you're using the special ability, which gains you the crowd-like special ability being done.
Yeah! Let's do the thing!
Do the thing, do the thing. Okay. So this was... So you're turned over now. So this was your turn. It's going to be my turn. Then it's going to go back to you. You're going to have your turn. And at the end of your turn, the card gets flipped. Okay?
Okay, but you have to do that stuff first.
I've got to do... was it a block or a parry? Yeah?
I don't know. You turned it over.
I know it's a block or a parry.
Before you even did anything.
I'm playing another block. Okay, so I've avoided your net. So it's all good. So now I know already you cannot counter. You do not have a shove. You do not have a leap. I am going to play an attack card. Oh, do I do the takedown? No, I'm going to do the attack card. And... Ooh.
Los Torpedo
Oh.
says I should have used a holy hand grenade.
I'm going to do a cleave.
The Turk turn.
So I've done a cleave. So you need to play either a parry or a block.
I got a block. No, I don't.
Have you got a block? You have got a block.
I got a block.
You've got a block.
I've done it. I
Yeah.
win.
No, you've not win, right? So
In this moment, I'm slightly victorious.
I've got to
An
play.
earner, a glurve.
I've got to play either a shove or a leap. Oh, god damn it. So I do not have that. So you now have the option. You can play another attack card. Well, that's the option. So you can play an attack card now.
What's my second thing?
A takedown card. You do not have a takedown card.
Okay, so let's do an attack.
Which one are you doing? Viper Strike, Stabby Stabby, Frusty Frusty.
Viper Strike.
Viper Strike. You're doing all the basics, the low ones. So here we go. You do.
No, wait. What's the fancier one then?
Well, doing your thrust. Get 2 points of damage in.
Okay, yeah, but then you'll stop it.
Well, maybe, but I don't know anymore now. I'm so
Maybe I just want to keep dancing. You ever think of that?
Well, maybe. Okay, so Viper Strike then. So you do 1 wound target. I've got to do either a quick step or a parry. I'm going to do a parry. We're going to reset
That's
all
why
that now.
I didn't do one of my fancier ones, because then you would have...
But we're exhausting all our cards here. Okay. So I've done a parry. You've got to play either a disarm or a grab. You don't have either. So I can now have the option of doing an attack card or play a disarm card. I'm going to play an attack card. I'm keeping on going here.
When does my card flip back over?
It's not even got. It's got to come to me as my turn, and then go back to you.
Oh, okay.
It's not for a. It's not for a while. Remember, this is all happening in microseconds. Yeah. So we've done a parry. I'm doing a cleave. So you've got to play either a parry or a block.
Do I have a block?
You have neither now. You don't have any. You have dodges and deflects.
Oh no, I'm gonna die. Okay,
So
I lose the blood.
Well, this is it. So you lose a blood, and I gain...
My tactics card, wait. I mean, it would for defense. I could maybe pick one of those up.
Oh,
So yeah.
All right.
I could do my tactics card.
Okay, go on. We'll let you do it.
Look, chat's trying to help, and I can't help that chat's delayed.
Should have called it earlier, but there we go. All right, so you do the survivor. So you get to draw 3, keep 2.
Take 2. Okay. Watch neither
1, 2,
or any of
3.
these be helpful.
Let's hope. There's a block, and there's a block. Well, you're choosing 2 blocks, which of course...
Yeah, I'll take 2 blocks.
2 blocks. And
yeah, see, Chris is right. I don't have the cards in front of me, so...
Yeah. So, that means you can play a block now against this cleave. Yeah?
We're doing it.
So, block goes
Play the block
down.
against a curve.
So that means I've got to play either a shove or a leap. I am not playing that. So now you have the option of playing an attack card because you can't do the takedown card because you don't have it. So what attack are you doing? It's Viper Strike or Stab or Thrust. We're right back. We're circling around doing all the same stuff again.
Let me look at the not basic stuff.
So you got Thrust, which would be two wounds, and Stabby, as you know. So basically, Stabs, you want to be sure that I don't have Quick Step or Deflect.
Right, but I feel like you do.
And Thrust, you've got to be sure that I don't have Dodge or Block.
Let's do it. And for Chris, we're going to go with do a thirst.
What are you doing?
A thirst.
A Thrust?
No, thirst. I'm speaking in a language that's amusing the heck out of Chris over here.
Okay. So you're doing a Thrust, right? So you would do 2 points of wounds against me.
I would, but it sounds like you have what you need to put on there.
I have a block, so I'm going to play that. So I have the option of doing an attack, or I could do this takedown. Goodness me, I mean, the amount of cards we've gone through here, but I'm going to just keep on going. I'm going to do my Viper Strike. So it does 1 wound. So it's a Quick Step or a Deflect. Do you have a Deflect? Do you have a Deflect? You do have a Deflect? Do you want to play your Deflect?
Or do I want to just let this end here?
Yes. Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Let's just let it end here, because then what do you wait? If I do let it end here, what happens?
You're going to take 1 point of damage,
Okay.
and then remember, it's going to come over to me. There's also the what's that phrase? You know, when you whittle somebody down, because if I lose all of my cards and I have no more cards left, and you still have cards, attrition. You're playing a game of attrition here, right? If you've got more cards than me, you win by default.
Los Torpedo says keep dancing, so so I guess that means that I need to put down my deflect because chat's helping me out today.
Okay. Yeah. No, well, again,
They're in it. They're invested.
These are things. So there's
for Chris, we would say deflect.
so there's a deflect. I need to play a feint. I don't have a feint. So where do we get up to? So you draw. Here we go. So this is really is working out in your favor here.
He wants you, or he was saying death by paper curd.
Paper curd. Yes, I see that.
Paper curd.
Okay, so you can draw up a card from any deck. What deck do you want?
Defense. I'm making it difficult for him to paint, apparently, by doing this.
So you get another deflect card.
Yes.
Okay. And then you may play a stagger or disarm card. Do you have either of those? You do not. So that brings us. Woof. Look at that. Look at all those cards. That brings us to the end of that little.
Do I win a pedal for being the winner of the pile, though?
No, because you didn't do any wounds. So no. This is the most boring contest to the death that these people in the Colosseum have ever seen, because we're just dancing around and nobody's doing it. So it comes over to me.
What is the dance fighting? The Brazilian dance fighting or whatever? Capoeira?
I don't know.
Or whatever it's called, yeah.
I'm going to play. Oh, I'm going to play.
What are you going to do?
Bash. So you need to play dodge or block.
Is this the one with the symbol that's wrong?
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, which one did they say was wrong?
Oh, it could be, yes.
They said that some of them, the bash cards, the trigger icons are the wrong way around.
Right, yes. So you would immediately draw one card. Yeah, okay, I get it. I see what I see.
Okay. So I need a dodge. I have a dodge. I have like multiple dodges.
Oh. I wonder. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I've been doing something slightly wrong.
Uh-oh.
Because, yes, one of these symbols is for immediate. So you know how if we end it... So I wonder, when you play the card, do you immediately take advantage? So that means I would pick up a card by immediately spending that card. I wonder if that's the case. We'll continue to play as we are, and I will look into that.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we're putting down a dodge.
You're putting down a dodge. All right. Dodge done. So I get to do either.
Yeah, that's right. It's the capoeira, the Brazilian dance fighting.
Right. So I've got the option of doing a feint. I'm not doing that, so it ends with you. So you get to draw one card from any deck, and you gain a rose petal.
A petal! Getting a defense. And you get to flip my card around.
No, not yet. Not yet.
It was the end of the
No,
turn.
no, it's the end of my turn. So now it's the end of your turn when you start. So you get another deflect card. So that goes there. This comes back over to you. So at the end of your turn now, right, no matter how the fighting goes, this will be the end of your turn. And once that
I'm
happens,
gonna flip the card.
you can turn it over. So
Never let me do anything.
well, I try to let you do things within the rules of the game. So Viper Strike, Stabby Stabby, Thrust. What are you going to do? First. Okay. Start with the first. I'm going to dodge. So you'd have to do a feint. You don't have a feint. So it ends with me. I get to draw one card from any deck, and I get a rose petal.
We get to flip my card.
Right, now you can flip your card. Yes. So those go.
Yes.
Now you're happy. And you now get to have your special ability.
Are you ready, Chris? Flip my card.
Jeez. Over to me. I am going
I'm gonna have
do...
to find the video and send it to you so you know what the heck I'm even referencing.
I've got no idea. So I'm doing a strike. So it's parry, dodge, or block.
I got a dodge.
You got block and dodge. Yes. What you want to do? Block or dodge? Dodge, you're going to get a rose petal. Block, you can keep fighting.
Dodge.
Dodge. Again, I don't have a feint, so yes. So you get to draw a card from the deck, and you get a rose petal. This is actually quite clever.
Defense. Rose petal. Let's go.
Yes. So you get a deflect card. Okay.
I will not stop, Chris. I'm gonna make your painting difficult.
Okay. Over to you. You've got your Viper Strikes. You've got your Stabs. Well, that's it now.
Viper Strike.
Viper Strike. Done.
No, because we're doing the whole dodgeball theme, so you gotta go clap, clap. Because they play the snakes or whatever.
Yeah.
Snake 'em out.
So I've got to do either a deflect or a quick step. My Hilarious is absolutely knackered. So basically, you do a wound of damage against him. So you get a rose petal. Done.
I don't know how to do that word. Wait, rose petal.
I am going to play a strike. So you have a parry, dodge, or block.
I have those.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yes, you have a block.
I do.
Yes, you do. You have block and dodge. So what do you want, block or dodge? Dodge, you get the rose petal and a card. Block, you get to fight.
I have multiple dodges, right?
No, you only have one left.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's all deflects from this point onwards.
Let's go dodge.
Dodge. Let's go dodge. Yeah. See, we're getting to the point now.
They are loving this. They are loving my dancing.
So you get another. What card do you want to pick up?
Defense.
Defense. You get a parry.
I'm like out there in my Peter Pan colored green tights, just low stance, kind of, just kind of swaying back and forth.
Okay. Viper Strike or Stab?
Viper Strike.
Okay. Here we go. So,
I just went first. It wasn't your turn. Okay, whatever.
Yes, it's you go first. Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do about that. I don't have a quick step. So you do 1 point of damage.
Yes.
And you get a petal.
The crowd's like, hey, it's picking up, everyone.
it's getting interesting now.
That one's doing a weird dancing thing, but we like it. And he's getting blood.
I am going to play a recover card. And I'm going to draw and keep 2 cards. So I'm going to take 2 attack cards. Okay, back over to you. You've got stab and stab.
Let's go stab.
Or you can discard a card, remember? But you will lose a rose petal for doing so.
Let's go stab.
Go stab. Go stab.
Herb.
Yeah. Okay. So you do a wound. Yeah, that's it. I'm dead. I'm dead.
No,
So
only do 1 wound.
no, hang on. Wound is done. Petal for you. Right? And then play another stab card if possible.
That is possible.
It is possible. Another wound. I'm dead. Another petal for you. So you've done it again. Yeah.
Because you made fun of my dancing.
So you get all the petals. All the petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You only need it basically 12, don't you? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of those go
I
in
have
there.
extras. Do my extras count for anything?
Put those there to put those 3 back. You've got so many petals just there. So you're gonna get the big gold piece, which would go into there, and you get a thin gold piece, which would go into there.
And I get to draw cards because you covered up that.
Yeah, but that'll be for the next event, and we're gonna finish here. So, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you
5,
over my
6,
accidental
7, 8,
winnings?
9. So I get a gold. I'm yeah.
Do I get to buy another gold because I have more petals left?
Ooh, that's an interesting point. I wonder if you can do that.
Because how many petals do I have left?
Well, yeah. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 10. Well, okay. I don't know if that's part of the rules because I'm sure that you can only buy once, but let's just do it anyway. So that would get you another gold. It's an interesting thing. So you're pretty much you're only 1 away. So if we would count this up, I mean, first of all, I think do you get 8 points for sort of finishing? Let's just double check. Wheel of Glory. I want to say you got 8 points for winning. 8 points, there we go. So you get 8. You're going to get 6 for this. So that's 14.
I was very unsure
15,
about winning
16,
at the beginning
17,
of this.
18, 19, 20. Yeah. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. You got 28 points there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I get 3, 5.
To be fair,
6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay,
and
that's
during
it.
our first game, I wanted to bet against myself.
See, even if you can't see the cards, you still do. It's you definitely have some sort of gaming look going on. I don't know what it is. I really like this game. I think it's really clever. I like the combat. I think, again, that if we were sat around a table, it would just elevate it to that next level.
For sure.
because I was starting to feel the pressure. I only have, and let's just sort of see here, because I think somebody in chat did ask. So I got
they
1,
asked how many
2,
cards do you have
3,
left?
4, 5, 6. I had 7 cards left. But you used your, well, of course, because you killed me, you used your last attack card. You had no more attack cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 6 cards. Right. I just couldn't.
Guess you can't use that to gain pity for yourself anymore.
Yeah. I just couldn't get any attacks into you because even though I can see the cards and it wasn't affecting my choices, but you had all the blocks and the parries, so the attacks that I had, you had defenses, but I had no defense against the attacks that you were doing because I used them up right at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I kept drawing defenses whenever I got a chance to draw something.
Yes, yeah. Well,
and I think that was a good strategy.
But the thing is that you were at the end of your attacks. But of course, you were at the end of your attacks when you just needed to do the finishing blows. So yes,
Right, but I got to get those defense cards for the next time.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I do like it. I think it's really clever. It's again, people around a table, 3 or 4 players, I think would absolutely rock with this. Certainly with the bidding. You know, it'll make that a little bit more interesting and a bit more competitive because you're having to spend. Oh, that's something. Oh, hang on a sec. You lose a point because you had to pay.
Why?
You had to pay for your gladiator. We didn't mark it on there. You didn't take one out. Mine was free, but yours cost. You're down a point. Oh, Sarah.
Oh, no.
Sarah, you're down a point. So, there we go. Right. Where is it? There it is. So, remember, exclamation win. Opportunity to win yourself a copy of the game, plus the resin active player miniature, which is an awesome little project to paint up all on its own.
Okay, hold it still. And this is for you, Chris. You better be listening. No, hold it still. Out of the thank you. Gladiators, Roses. It didn't really work out that well. I can't say that word doing it.
Yes.
Gladi. I can't do it. I can't do it with the voice for that one. I can't figure out those words.
It's
Weird for Roses. There we go.
It's gladiators.
I know, but I was trying to do gladiators. There you go.
I don't know what on earth you're doing.
There it is. Gladiators.
I think you've lost it tonight.
I'm gonna send you the video, and it's just somebody just like mashed potatoes or like mashed potatoes.
You really have lost it.
It's where I got Aquadad from. Aquadad. Oh.
Yeah.
So, quick question, not related to this game, but did you send me the figure that you opened on stream?
A possibility.
Because the top wasn't connected.
Then yes, you got the one that I opened on stream.
And I was like, oh.
Yes. In that case, I don't know because I basically just bagged them all up. So yes, well there you go then. Well, you know.
Well, I got it.
You got it.
I like this game. This was fun. This would definitely be fun to win, so I could play it in person with someone.
That's it. Get that comment in there right at the end.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, Sarah, for absolutely thrashing me yet again. Yeah, I do. I like it. It's a fun game. And it does play really quickly, you know, once you get going with the cards. Yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me play. And Los Torpedoes is already wanting to know what we're playing next week.
Well, this is the thing. I was thinking that given that you got quoted this week on social media,
I did.
Why don't we go back to the Vale and have a go with you playing Vale Wraith?
Try to do it again?
Try and do it again, but this time winning. Shall we give that a go?
That was an unnecessary comment.
Well, no, I mean it in a positive way because, of course, we are.
Yeah,
we are
no,
playing.
that was snooty as heck, and you know it.
Well, if I've got a losing streak, then so can you. So, but yes, let's.
I was so close though last time.
Exactly. So I'm thinking it's within your grasp, and because we don't have to explain the rules as much, if you do get to the next level, then we've got a little bit
We can
more.
keep going. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. So should we give that a go?
I'm down.
Right. So there you go. So game for next week is Veil Wraith.
What about that co-op with the covered squares? Oh, that was by the same company as Veil, right? That was the Shadows of Killforth.
Yeah, but I think Los Pilos is talking about the Destinies Sea of Sands,
Destinies. Okay.
which yes, we do have to continue with that as well. But I'm wondering we might have just a very small amount left to that particular chapter, so I need to sort of look into that a little bit. But yes, we will return. We always, whenever we play a game where we feel, hang on a second, there's more for us to do here, or hey, we didn't do it quite as well as we wanted to do, we always come back. But we try to obviously put preference to any new games that come on into the channel first.
Yeah, we have played Destinies twice now, I think. So.
Well, hang on. We've played Destinies as in the core game, and we started playing one of the chapters on the Sea of Sands expansion, but we got halfway through.
Okay.
If you remember your lady character,
You were off doing horse things.
I was doing horsey things, and you were bashing a jail cell with your foot, trying to free people.
I gave up on getting that family out. I think.
I think most of them are dead now.
Yeah.
So, and I am expecting some other games to arrive this week. So we shall see. And of course, we do at some point. We have Resident Evil 2 and 3, and Horizon Zero Dawn to unbox and play.
There's another question in chat.
Yeah.
Do you have that Cleopatra and Builders? He doesn't remember the name.
Nothing that has Cleopatra, I'm afraid. Oh, Ankh. Are you talking about the cool mini title? Yes, I don't have that one. So.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
You're
I'll jump
welcome,
out of
sir.
here.
Yes.
So you could do what you need to do.
Okie dokie. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, everyone.
See you next week.
I will. I'm going to go-karting.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, and so my thanks to Sarah for playing Gladiatores Blood for Roses from Bad Cat Games. Remember, if you wanted to win a copy, !win, go and enter the giveaway. We will announce the winner next Friday night as we go and play Veil Wraith. But until next week, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Until then, bye for now.